Ladies and gentlemen, to another modding tutorial. Hopefully you all enjoy. Today we are going to be making a DIY backplate, which will only cost a penny for this GTX 780 that I have laying around. Now this is a dead card, so I'm just using it as an example, so follow along. So to start things off, how about we start by measuring how big we want our backplate to be. This is simply done by measuring the length and the width of the card and then drawing that rectangle onto our acrylic. Time to get that jigsaw working. Please use a plastic blade for the best cutting effect. If you use other blades, it will chip away at the acrylic and make a mess of it. Now that we have the acrylic cut out, this is what it should look like. Time for some sanding to get those edges nice and smooth and remove all of those jigsaw blade marks. I start by sanding down the edges until I can see it's nice and smooth, and then I'll wet the sandpaper and give it a nice wet sand. By doing this, you actually make the jigsaw blade marks more visible, which means you can actually see where it needs more sanding. I've also cut this section out for where the SLI bridge will be running on the graphics card. A short test fit and we're good to go. I used my vinyl plotter to cut out some vinyl. I'm going to be using my own logo designed by Face-Roll, slowly peeling back the logo and using my sharp knife to keep the vinyl that I want down in place. This is a slow process, but well worth it in the end if you take your time. Now that the logo is cut out, it's time to position it on the acrylic. So I've also decided to use my plastic cutter to score some lines along the acrylic for another effect. Now, you don't necessarily have to do the vinyl part before. You can just score some lines and make a cool pattern on it. But for this tutorial, I want to do both to show you guys different variations of card backplates that you can create. Using my application tape, I've just peeled back the vinyl and now I'm applying it to the acrylic itself. Pat it down nice and firm, because when we come to painting, we don't want any air bubbles in the vinyl so that the paint does not seep in and underneath. We're now looking at the back section of the acrylic, which I want to give a wipe down because that's the section we will be painting first. I have taped off the I and the R because I need to paint them green before we apply the black to the back. The reason is because the I and the R in my logo are both green. This will also apply if you guys want different colors to show through in your backplates. Now I'm just using a black in a back and forth motion, making sure that I exceed the sides and keeping the coverage nice and light. This is after about 4 coats of black. As you can see, you can still see the green poking through the front there, which is what we want. Now that it's all dry, it's time to apply some white to the front, back and forth motion, nice light coverage, and applying about 3 to 4 coats. Now this is important. Before applying your clear, please peel back all of the vinyl. Some brands of clear will act like a complete sheet all over the whole backplate, and therefore once you start peeling that vinyl off, the clear will also come off with it, and also it will bring some paint with it. So take your time to peel the vinyl off. Please do not put your knife on the paintwork, put it on the vinyl itself and just give it a little push. The edge will lift up without damaging or scratching any of the paintwork, which will create a nice cleaner finish. Once you do have your vinyl off, please grab a microfiber microfiber cloth and a bit of water and wipe it down first. That will remove any excess paint that was flaky around the edges of your vinyl, and then give it its clear. Now you don't necessarily have to apply a clear because it will just be sitting there in your system, but for more protection, a clear is advised. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed this little tutorial. If you did, please leave a comment down below. What did you like about it? Would you be willing to try this at home? And if you are, what type of design would you go for? Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to check out our other videos. We have plenty of custom PCs on the channel, plenty of tutorials, plenty of water cooling tutorials as well, and we'll see you guys in the next video.